Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's do a prediction for The Walking Dead comic, issue 165. Right there's the cover. The covers aren't always ripped right from the story. Sometimes they're symbolism, sometimes they're just whatever they want to be. Sometimes they have nothing to do with the story on the inside, but we'll get back to this cover. First thing I want to mention, the previous issue, Siddiq walked inside Eugene's house to take shelter with another member of the community, and I have a feeling that this could open up the possibility that Siddiq could take the information about the radio and the survivors in Ohio to Rick, because keep in mind, Eugene is staying loyal. Now, this could also cover the story as far as, helping to kill off Eugene, because before, Eugene's the only one who knows about the radio, so you need Eugene to come to Rick with the radio, but if Siddiq is there and he hears, you can now kill Eugene off without cutting the head off of that storyline. Then again, you can have coincidentally somebody walk in cleaning out Eugene's house or moving in and they can hear the radio. So you really don't need Siddiq at this point in time. Plus, I think Eugene is more beneficial for the story, for the realism inside the story, since he's the one credited with all the advancements they've made since the time skip. So I don't think Eugene should die in the story right now. But Eugene is out with the rest of the group steering the herd, and Heath is out there as well. He's also on the cover right here with the horse on the ground, so it's likely that they are making this a little too predictable for Heath to die. I don't think we really need any deaths at this moment in time. If we were to have any deaths, I think it most likely should have been with the herd crashing through the walls, some, minor characters we don't even know. Give us some violent gore, but it doesn't seem like they're going in that direction, so this seems like a story that's being built up to develop the characters and move the story more than it is about cleaning house or killing characters. But you never know. They could be saving something. Heath could die, but it's a little too predictable. Eugene could die, but I think he's better alive right now in the story. But what I am most excited for, you have Maggie, Michonne, Jesus, they are riding into battle. I call it battle, but they're riding into Alexandria to take care of the walkers. You have, Dwight there, you have Andrea there, Eugene, Heath, you have all them there at Alexandria. You also have Negan and Rick. They're in Alexandria starting to make their way out of that building. You have Carl, he rallied the troops, the Hilltop troops, and some of the other surviving members. They're going to come down and help their friends and all that. And then you have the Saviors. The Saviors are mounting their attack, and they're going to come down to Alexandria. You have all these characters about to, meet downtown and go to town. And we don't know yet if the Saviors want to kill everybody or if they want to make them slaves. Now, I'm leaning more towards making them slaves, because we heard the one guy, John, I think his name is, he said in the other issue that he wants things to go back to the way it was when Negan was running the show. I don't think he said when Negan was running the show, but you get what I mean. He's kind of implying that they want the survivors to work for them, which that doesn't make any sense. That's not an intelligent move unless you were planning on killing Rick. Because if Rick can rally the troops and take out Negan and the Saviors when they were a well-oiled machine, then what are you going to do after Rick's been ruling for years and the communities are established, and I'm forgetting about the kingdom. I think the kingdom is with the Hilltop people. Regardless, I think it's a stupid plan for John and the Saviors to go and attack. It just doesn't make any sense unless they're going to maybe build up something and fake us out with Rick's death. I don't think Rick is right dying at this point in time in the story. It doesn't fit at all. I think it would be a poor idea, but they could ramp up the tension with the John and the Saviors going after Rick, and maybe Andrea being the one who is the one that it's faking us out that she might die. I don't like saying it like that, but you can build the story clever to make it seem like Andrea is going to die protecting Rick. Maybe Michonne's going to die protecting Rick. Rick is the target because you take out Rick and you can control the others, take their weapons, have them work for you, yada, yada, yada. But my point is, I am so excited for a showdown where Carl gets to see that Negan is free and working and helping with the survivors. And Maggie, most of all, Maggie gets to see that Negan is free. And I think it would be fucking awesome if maybe John has Maggie and he's going to threaten to kill her if the others don't drop their weapons or something. I know that's a generic idea, but picture something unique and different. Have at it. Use your imagination. But the point is, Maggie's life is in danger right then and there. Maybe John is like, oh, Negan, you're free. come join us. Let's take this back. Let's run shit now. And Negan slowly walks up. Yeah, yo, that would be cool. And I know this is a little bit generic, so I'd have to polish up the idea and, you know, bring something better to you guys instead of this generic idea. But listen, real quick, you have the survivors. They're dropping their weapons. John has Maggie. He sees Negan. Negan steps forward, and Rick is like, you son of a bitch, this is the moment. Negan can take his group back. He has us at his mercy at whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then Negan starts walking towards John and Maggie, and John is amping him up. Negan, let's take this back. You're free now. We got your back, da-da-da-da. And then Negan pulls out his knife, and the idea is John will hold Maggie there. Negan, come up, kill her, put them all in place. She can be the one you kill, have them get on their knees and all that. Negan could walk up, and then he pulls out his knife, goes to stab Maggie, and it's off to the side of Maggie, so it's not Maggie, and it gets John right in the gut, and then he can slide Maggie towards her and rip up towards himself and rip up. That'd be damn vicious. So then you have Maggie here, who was just the hostage at that point in time. Negan, who just takes John out. The others can, maybe this is a distraction or whatever, but the battle kicks off. I don't know now, because if they have them at gunpoint, this is what I'm saying, where you get an idea and you need to polish it and make it better. But the point is, do some shit like that, right? And then you've got, yeah, I love it. I don't know how it's going to work, but let's say Andrea had a rifle, so at that time, after he guts John, Andrea can shoot so-and-so. Dwight picks up a gun and he shoots Sherry, some shit like that. That would be dramatic and pretty cool, but you have Maggie sitting there. Negan just saved her life. He's got a knife. He could have just taken everything over, and put things the way it was and won. Negan was in jail for a couple years through the time skip. He could have won at that moment. Instead of winning, he could have won it all. I'm trying to give you guys the idea here. He could have won it all. Picture that. If Maggie knows that, he could have won it all, but he gave it up. And we can even go over dramatic and have Negan give her the knife, and then he can kneel down in front of her like it's her choice. Kill him or forgive him, but from this point on, we're moving past this. That's an idea. Or he could put a knife in his pocket and, I don't know, say some kind of Negan quib. I don't know. It's just an idea, but I think that's a cool one. I like that. Fuck. You know what? I'm going to apologize right now if this video is all over the place. This shit happens all the fucking time. I'm making a video, especially prediction videos, and I get an idea that pops in my head, and I have so much fun putting different ideas together that it becomes this random, choppy mess, and I don't know. I hope you liked it. I like it, and I'm excited now. It's a cool little story. Now, keep in mind, and I know I get comments like this a lot of times where when I talk about a prediction, some people go, oh, well, what about this, or what about this? Well, when you have an initial idea, you got to go back and polish it. The polish and the rewrites, writing is rewriting. The rewrites make it all better. So yes, if you're like, oh, well, no, what about this or this or this? Keep in mind, if this was just an idea off the top of my head, in order to give you guys a solid prediction, something that doesn't have any loopholes or stupid moments in it, I would have to go back and polish it up. So I want to make that very, very clear. If there's anything that is off or seems iffy, this is just a first draft idea. But alright, you know what? I'm done talking. You guys know I already love that idea. I'm really excited now thinking about it, but you leave me your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about that idea? And I'm going to leave cards up here where you can subscribe to this circle, clicking on it, or you can click on a video playlist here or here or here. Alright guys, I'm done talking. It's your turn.